Hi everyone, welcome back to ICAP. No bottle of water here. That's one here. There we go. ICAP to keep from leaking. Okay. But we're like International Commercial Archeology Preservation Group. ICAP. We talk about history from the beginning of time to the end of time. Also, yeah, the flies went by. They were bugging me. No. That's the South. And that's the East Coast. Talk about any business from the beginning to its closure. Merger, bankruptcy, whatever happened, why, and how it began. Well, but also sometimes talk about people involved in business, things like that. But ICAP every Friday now will be about roller rank. Today I'm going to talk about, because this is, wait a minute, I hit that, right. This, the 26th of October. Way back in 1985. Yeah, you may say, oh, I know what this is, I know what this is. Yeah, it is. Back to the Future. See, that's the day that successfully got the time machine to work. Because it was back on November 5th, 1955, the day that first invented time travel. It's all there. Trying to figure it out. But finally did it back in 1985. Took him years. And like what Marty McFly said. Marty said, but why the Delorean? The one I go in style. Yeah. The DeLorean became symbol of Back to the Future back in 1985 when Bob Gale wrote and Bob Zemeckis made the film, starting with Chris Lloyd and Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, Lee Thompson, and the others in Back to the Future. The October 21st, 2015, which became known as Back to the Future Day. After it was released in 1989, I believe, because they went to the future. Excuse me, went to the future. Then people thought, oh, this would be interesting to see what it looks like in 2015. That was back in the very end of the 80s. I wanted to know what about it. So every year they had that Back to the Future Day. So in 2015 came along. No, a lot of things didn't become true. We still don't have the flying car. I'll tell you why. You have to have an aircraft pilot license in a third class to fly a flying car. So many flying car companies, they were in hope, yeah, we got to do it without the license. They forgot to ask FAA, but in order to, before they spend all that investment to build a flying car, FAA said it's an aircraft. Sorry, it's an aircraft. You have to have a license to fly drones. Yep, you know that? Yeah. So that's why it didn't work out. Other thing, there's no Jaws 19. Sorry. The holographic like that, it didn't happen. It's only on like a piece of paper. You move the reflection. It's 3D. That did it had done. Let's see what else. Back to the Future. No. Pepsi did not change the bottle into that shape. They only did it, made a few, very few. Didn't make it regular. To go with that, 2015, Back to the Future. But Nike did make the shoes, but that's just only very limited too, which is more popular. So it's quite a failure to get everything correct. And we don't know what exactly when. They went back to 1885. Well, sorry, went back to 1885, but because it looked like October, November, likely they went back to October. No, September, I think it was September. Gotta go back some date. Because notice that the Marty would be shot. They thought an alternative 1985 that he was shot and killed and all that. So they had to go back and fix it, and that's why that destroyed the flying car. It was the Delorean, yeah. It was a perfect fit for the movie, because that's very futuristic sports car of their 1980s look. It's all aluminum. No, stainless steel, wasn't it? That it done rot. I remember cars back in the 70s rust very quickly. Today they don't do very much because they have good multi-layered paint. They're like 20 coats of paint now on cars. That's a lot of paint. But when you ship it, it's very thin. How? They have the clear coat on it. It's called polyurethane coat. Plastic. That's why paint doesn't peel off. But not the DeLorean. It all started out when John DeLorean, who started the car company, named after himself. He's very creative, loved cars, wanted his own business. Down from LA. I know. I'm one of them. I've had dreams. I could never get my dream to come true. Manufacture things like that. And I don't have the money. That's what happened with him. He was born January 1925, and he passed away March 19, 2005. He was 80. Long life, it was hard on him towards the end. He grew up because, here we go downsize. His father was a Ford Motor Company foundry worker and automobile, where he got interested in cars, but he got smart what to do. He rose quickly through Chrysler and Packard and then General Motors. Became a chief engineer at the Pontiac division in General Motors. Then he became vice president of General Motors. He was responsible to bring out GTO and the Firebird and the Trans Am that everybody loved. And the GTO as well. It's drawn to its sports cars. He loved that. But he also, that's why he started his own with the DeLorean DMC-12, the car, that sports car. He was making $600,000 in 1972. That's very good money. It's generating millions of dollars today's money. But the following year, he quit. He wanted to start his own company, but he didn't start to make them. So years later, it takes a long time to do that. That's why he had the same problem with his dad. Used me to no one did successfully since Walter Chrysler did in the 1920s. Started a company. Now for America, there was some startup that was little and fail. And one fraud. There was so-called the world's first non-refueling car. That was a fraud. Nothing in America ever since Walter Chrysler, the John Delorean started. But funny, the cars that were built in Ireland and asked to Britain for $140 million for a factory and machinery to build the cars. He did it more successful than Tiger because he made 9,000 cars. Tiger's only 52 or 53 cars. That's because of the jealousy of the big three, GM, Chrysler, and Ford. Put down Tiger. I'll talk about Tiger another day. One of my favorite. Person, businessman in the car. The Alice Twin Minutes design, with Syracuse Bill Franklin engine. They used to be Franklin cars. Alright, let's get back to that. So that's he's the first American since Walter Chrysler successfully ongoing. But he had a lot of problems with that, mostly electrical and other quality issue. Although he did it between 1980 and 1982, the 6 years he wouldn't pay. He being very humbled, wanted to get his own. But because of all these problems, electrical and all that, sale wasn't selling very well. So John DeLorean was trying to figure out a way to make the money. I think he wanted to be more honest, to get investment. And then he found some investment that wasn't what he wanted to invest. The cocaine. The undercover agent from the FBI was there in a hotel room. And when they said, we have something that could help your company, get a job, they need the money. He asked them if they are an investor. They say, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. Then showed the briefcase full of cocaine that, oh, wow, that's worth more than gold. Probably he met, it's a joke. Couldn't believe all that cocaine. I don't think he wanted to do that. He did not have any money on him at all. Remember, he was broke. The company bankrupt. So he tried to save his company. He was looking for investors to give money to reboot his company. Not the cocaine. So just set him up, I believe. That's what destroyed. And the media sees him as the bad guy. But he wasn't. And that's why they found him not guilty. Would have served 67 years in prison. because that's not what he wanted to do. He wanted to ask if they have the money to invest, not the drugs. That's because the snitch lived right across the street from John Delorean, a guy named Hoffman, who wanted to try to, I don't want to go back in prison. I don't want to go to jail. So, this guy across the street losing money and all that. How about him? I believe that's what he was doing. Stupid. To get out of the bankruptcy, there was a good number of cars still on the road. The company closed. Went through court and all that. He went through another court. And again, not guilty. That really cost him. He really wanted to start up another company. Could never do that. Same way with Tucker. Tucker tried it again in Brazil, but could not get up and running. Those I can understand because I went through that for 52 years with my snowmobile to die. And I just celebrated Humiliated myself 50 years. 2 model years ago. This is model year 2025. Because they come out in January to April. So in 3 months, it's 2026 model year. With the big 3. ICAP players and Skidoo. And their Skidoo for other version that I call that Molowski. But it's a little too late to help John DeLorean with Back to the Future movie. When it first came out, John heard about it and went there. So glad about that. So happy to see his car in the movie. So he wrote letters to the people who made the movie. Really happy about that. Same way with Ronald Reagan. Watch. Reagan said, "Oh, stop that," and they thought something wrong with him. Then, no. He heard that mentioned, Marty mentioned, the President of the United States back in the 80s with Ronald Reagan. And that laughed so hard because he's an actor at the time. Remember, this is 1955. That was kind of joking. So who was the President of the United States? Marty said it was Ronald Reagan. I can understand that perfect line. Everybody knew him as an actor in the 50s. So, to end that, there's 6,000 cars still on the road. And, the DeLorean family wants to start up again. This time with a more modern sports car. With the name brand. But they have a dispute with the owner of the Delorean Motor Company. Same company that would, from Ireland, move back to, I think, in Texas. That's not to manufacture more cars. No. That's a refurbish company. Let's say you own the DeLorean that you want to sell or one that's totally redone. You bring it in. They fix it up with the experience in fixing that those DeLorean, not anybody else can. Not your local mechanic would do. Because they would say, "Oh, junk this. You don't want to do that." And if any parts, they put them together. Let's say if somebody had an accident and So you take it off of another car and put them together. So that's why 6,000 laps. The 3,000 car. And the car part decommissioned means not workable or being rebuilt. And if you own one, you're gonna hear that. I'm gonna end with that. When somebody look at your Delorean, they'll say, "Hey, where's your flux to capacitor? The Trinity of light thing behind the seat, the driver's seat, in the back of the future car, the Delorean." That was thought of back in 1955. That on that day, November 5th, 1955, thought of that. But October 26, 1985, he actually built it and ran. And it worked. Einstein was the first to travel in time. The dog. After they joke, where's the flux capacitor, and they would joke at you saying, "Where's the cocaine in the car?" Yep. There was one celebrity that loved that car so much. The actor who played Ernest P. Wall, Jim Barney. When he bought it, went over to his sibling, his nephew, wanted to see the car. Said, "Sure, take a look at it. Said, want to go for a ride? You need to get some gas." So drove all the way to a gas station, fill up, and ride back. And there was a picture of him with the car around that time. I think it was more like 81, 82 there. So, yeah, no, he didn't dress like Ernest P. Wall. Wearing black leather coat and black pants. He did look good at the time. And I'm sure other people have those cards in collection. Just like collectors for Tucker card. That Ty Tucker would either grandson or great grandson. It's his senior year. In college, he had a project to redo the car of the Tucker. I think 1013 or 1018, something like that. I can't remember right now. It's gray color. And he and his class won awards, display, continue to win awards, and college praised him and all the others. Did a very good job on this Tucker. It looked brand new with that. I'm sure some people do the same thing with the Delorean. Have it all real nice. So hopefully, you never know. There might be a new generation DeLorean down the road. New design. Alright, that's that. And no, I don't have flux capacitor. And no, I don't have that briefcase hidden in my car. Take care.